Have you ever wondered who is the most disliked by the divine? This isn't a simple question, and it invites us to explore the vast landscape of our understanding. It's a journey into the shared principles of ethics and morality that span across cultures, across faiths, and across time. It's about those universal truths we all seem to agree upon, those actions and behaviors that are universally frowned upon. Today, we delve into a narrative that illuminates this subject. Our story begins in a world not unlike ours, but viewed through a different lens. In this world, there lived a man named Icarus. Icarus was no ordinary man. He was known far and wide not for his virtues, but for his vices. He was selfish, often putting his needs and desires above those of others. He was dishonest, using lies and deception as tools to get what he wanted. He was unkind, his words often laced with malice and contempt. And above all, he lacked empathy, showing no understanding or compassion towards the feelings of others. Icarus lived in a bustling city, full of people going about their daily lives, but in his world, the city was merely a stage for his self-serving acts. He would cheat merchants out of their hard-earned money, deceive his neighbors with his cunning lies, and speak ill of others without a second thought. His actions were not driven by necessity, but by his own selfish desires. His world was devoid of kindness, honesty, and empathy. He saw these virtues as weaknesses, unnecessary burdens that stood in the way of his desires. His actions were not without consequence. The people of the city began to see him for what he truly was. They distanced themselves from him, wary of his deceit and unkindness. As time passed, Icarus found himself alone. His selfishness and dishonesty had pushed everyone away. His unkind words echoed in the emptiness around him, a stark reminder of the isolation his actions had brought upon him. He was unhappy, but he was too proud to admit his mistakes. He was too stubborn to change his ways. As our tale concludes, we see that this person's actions have led to their isolation and unhappiness. Icarus serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the consequences of selfishness, dishonesty, unkindness, and a lack of empathy. His story is a parable that transcends cultures and religions, a universal tale of the traits that are universally considered negative. In the grand scheme of things, this person's actions have not gone unnoticed. When we delve into the realm of universal values, we find that there are certain qualities that are cherished and admired, regardless of cultural, religious, or geographical boundaries. Take a moment to consider qualities like kindness, honesty, empathy, and selflessness. These are traits that are not only encouraged, but are also celebrated across the globe. From the bustling streets of Tokyo to the tranquil landscapes of Norway, from the vibrant communities of Johannesburg to the ancient heritage of Cairo, these positive traits are held in high regard. Kindness, for instance, is seen as a virtue that brings people closer, fostering a sense of community and togetherness. Honesty, on the other hand, is a pillar of trust, a foundation upon which relationships are built. Empathy allows us to understand and share the feelings of others, promoting a deeper connection. And selflessness, the act of putting others before oneself, is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. But what about the opposite? What about the negative traits that this person embodies? These are universally disliked. Dishonesty, cruelty, selfishness, and indifference are viewed with disdain, no matter where you go. These are the traits that push people away, that erode trust and foster division. It is clear that these negative traits are what make this person most disliked, not just by the divine, but by all. So, what can we learn from this person's story? Well, we've journeyed through a tale of universal dislike, one that's not rooted in faith, but in actions. This person's story is a stark reminder that our actions, more than anything else, define us in the eyes of others, including the divine. The key takeaway here is that negative traits and actions, such as dishonesty, cruelty, and lack of empathy, are universally disliked, regardless of one's religious beliefs. On the other hand, positive traits like kindness, honesty, and empathy are universally celebrated. So, it's essential for us to look within, to reflect on our actions and strive consistently to cultivate these positive traits. In doing so, we not only avoid becoming the most disliked, but we also stand a chance to be the most loved.